7 dishes in 1 hour. What do you think? Wow. Is it possible to cook 7 different types of dishes in 1 hour? If I start to think of the different dishes, she can never be cooking egusi, banga, afang, okra, vegetable, elemi, meje, with all the orishirishi, omo, dried fish, stockfish, oporoko, periwinkle, all those different things. I don't know. It just came on Instagram. I had to ask, is she having a guest? Because even if she was having a guest, 7 dishes and you had to do it in 1 hour. Like, what's the rush? And what are you trying to prove? You just had a baby. You don't need to overdo things, okay? You don't need to overdo it. It's another gist that is dropping, on the internet. I'm like, talk about this word. And this particular topic is about expectations for both my gender, women, and for men as well in the society. Differences. People are still living in stone age. Trust me, we are in 2024. I would show you guys what I saw because there was a post on Instagram. That was what triggered this video.
Woman inspires other women as she brags about what she can do immediately after giving birth. And then she went ahead to say, I gave birth to all my kids through natural birth. I never had a tear and I never did episiotomy. I didn't have bleeding issues. Why then do you think it's impossible for me to cook the next day? I'm not paralyzed. Should I fake tiredness? Ask people who know me. I don't ever get tired. You can't find me complaining of being tired. I stayed with my elder sister while growing up. Ask her. I wash, cook, and clean up the house. I fetch water and throw the waste bin. I have been a strong, healthy girl from childhood. My husband usually pleads with me to rest. My help asks me if I don't get tired. I cook 7 pots of food within an hour. I'm that kind of strong girl. Laziness is not a part for me.
Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Lily D, your creative director, your creative reminder, your beauty babe. Is this lady? She just had a baby and immediately, hours later, she was able to do laundry, wash dishes, clean the house, sweep from top to bottom, and then she can cook 7 dishes in 1 hour. It made me to come to my kitchen and sit down and start to think about my life. How many dishes can you cook in 1 hour, Lolity? You that are watching this video, how many dishes can you cook in 1 hour? Analyzing expectations that we have of both men and women, versus the reality of both as individuals and also as a couple. The expectation of the days of old versus the reality of things that we see now. So it's an interesting topic, trust me. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's jump right into the video. So one of the things I wanted to mention is the fact that society needs to get to the level where they stop putting so much of pressure on women based on some kind of expectation, thinking that, okay, because your mates are able to do this and do that, because you don't know some of the health challenges that a particular woman is going through or having to deal with in pregnancy. Some people, for Christ's sake, they develop different illnesses and sicknesses during pregnancy. They just fall sick. Some people literally, they do not go to work throughout when they're pregnant. They cannot move their bodies very well. They're always getting sick. They're always throwing up. They're just not themselves. Some people develop diabetes in pregnancy, different things. Now, for that kind of, and then some people, they actually, had their delivery through CS. And the pain that they had to go through with CS is even much more longer for some people to actually heal from that, because literally if you study about these things, you see that they cut up to 7 layers from woman's stomach. Just imagine, you as a man, if you're watching me, that they cut your belly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers before they got into the main part where the baby was. That is a lot already on the woman's body. Now, that same woman is expected to be strong and bounce back almost immediately after giving birth, or to start working. Some people will even be asking questions like, so when are you starting work? Oh, that lady, it's like she doesn't want to work. Especially in the African society, it's not new because this is what we hear most of the time. But this thing just triggered something in me to actually speak about it, because the truth is everyone is different. Everybody's body is different, and people are managing things that you might not even know. You might not even have an idea. Sometimes some people develop illnesses that they did not even have before just because they got pregnant and they had a child. You just expect them to just put all of that away and just be strong, be strong. Because I'm a woman, I'm expected to do this, do that. I'm expected to be strong. Take it easy on my gender, please. Okay, that's the first point. The truth is, we're in a society where men are expected to be in charge. And some people even still believe that women are not even supposed to work, that they should typically just be at home, take care of the kids, while the men be the ones to go out. So when they come, they can lord over them. That, imagine I went to work since morning and my food is not on the table and this and that, and complain and just lord over this woman. And if the table were to be turned in a situation where it's the woman that has been going to work, stressing herself, being so stressed, literally, that woman will still be expected to come back from work like someone that did not go to work, if that makes sense. Now, she will come back from work, she's expected to still go to the kitchen, make something for everyone to eat, like she did not go to work. She's expected to come back, look at the children's homework, make sure that everything in the house is in place. Weekends or free time, she's supposed to make sure that she cleans everywhere in the house, make sure that everything is in place before, again, Monday. And it's just like a roller coaster. And if you really look at it, even though this generation, their eyes are beginning to open up to the reality of things, that in the days of old, things were not the way it is right now. First of all, in the days of old, yes, with the way the economy was, I can say that men could handle it and everything was fine. Even the women wouldn't have to complain, go to work, one source of income is enough. They could do a couple of things, go to work, the women will handle the kids, and everybody's happy. Okay. Now, look at the way the world is changing. Things are becoming really expensive, and how it's looking like even one source of income, two sources of income, sometimes it's not even enough. Men too, they're not just going to work. They're also helping around the house, trying to make sure that things are in place. Men, couples working hand in hand. We love to see it because this is the reality of things. So you cannot stay in that same old stone age and say, yes, the women those days, or some men will say, my mother, when she had a baby, she did this, she did that. The day she gave birth, she pounded yam for my father. She did this, she did that. You expect the woman of this age to do the same thing. A lot of things have changed. The food that they used to eat in the days of old is not what we are even eating these days. Just a lot of things are happening. What do you guys think? Because these things are really happening every day. This whole expectation from the gender, from the women, even as a couple. I'm coming to that. That's the third point. So as a couple now, if they see two people that are working hand in hand and all of that, doing videos on social media and stuff, there are some people that may be looking at it like, what is wrong with these ones? And some people look at it as show off, blah, blah, blah. In the days of old, they live that kind of quiet life about their relationship, love life, blah, blah, blah. But not in this age of, technology, where some people are actually making money online. Not in this age of where some people, it's a business for them actually. So it's not even about showing off or anything. It's a business. And then some people, they're just sharing knowledge. Knowledge is out there like never before. You can learn from anybody, literally. It's only if you want to stay ignorant in this day and age. If you don't know anything, just pick up your phone and the next minute you're going to be educated about it. It takes the fact that there are people out there that are actually putting an effort to come and create content on all these different issues, if that makes sense, to be able to, sort of put out all these things out there, this information, and it's helping a lot of people as well. So I don't think we should use the days of old or expectation that has been set over time for this day and age, because it's just like shooting yourself in the foot. So back to the lady, she had a baby. Anything could go wrong. Trust me, You're not trying to prove any point to anyone, and you shouldn't even try to prove point to anybody, because if anything goes wrong, trust me, now your body, it's your body. You're the one that's going to go through it. Because I'm just imagining if it was a woman that had a CS, if something that they just finished, you know how they say the doctors will try to sew in the skin. It's a whole process trying to make everything to heal. Then you're not trying to prove points that you're a strong woman. You just had a baby. Try on now. If that thing tears, you're just going to make everything more complicated for yourself, because they're just going to rush you to the hospital. And I pray. Let me say it, but that is how some people die. So what are we trying to prove in this society? And this is me saying, it's okay if you've studied your body and you know that you cannot be in the category of people that because you just had a baby, immediately you want to start working, immediately you want to start pleasing people. Now, this point just dropped in my mind while I was speaking, and this one is about, I think this is what I'm going to round up with, is about in-laws. So this last point is about in-laws. It is very, very common sometimes in an African setting where they say the mother comes to take care of the child or the mother-in-law. In Igbo, it's usually the mother of the bride, but I think in Yoruba land, it's usually the mother of the groom that comes. So it's the woman's mother-in-law. Some people have preference of who comes to take care of them during the time when they just had their delivery, especially because of the fact that some people might just be shy, maybe they're not so close to their mother-in-law or something, or they don't feel comfortable. And of course, this period is a time they need to be around, the woman who just gave birth needs to be around someone that she trusts, someone that she feels comfortable with, if that makes sense, and things like that. I've heard of news once like that on the internet where a woman was talking about the fact that her mother-in-law came to their house and expected her to, wake up every morning to make pap, what they call ogi, for her, that it was more like the woman came on a vacation rather than taking care of her. She would expect her to cook morning, afternoon, night, while she would be with the baby and things like that. Then little times in between, she would let the mother be with the baby. And this brings me to the point where I'll say, in that kind of scenario, this is someone that just had a baby. Now, some people, if they're going to look at that, they're going to say things like, their expectation maybe is that, she's your mother-in-law, yes, you should respect her, you should know you should wake up and take care of her, blah, blah, blah. But this is someone that just had a baby. And this is the problem, I think that a lot of people, they just have that expectation that, yes, you have to please, or the expectation that this is what has been set up because you're a woman. You need to be able to do this, you need to be able to do that. But I think we should realistically look at things most of the time. So I would have said the mother-in-law should have done better. Even when the lady wants to stress, it's okay for you to say, oh, no, my daughter, don't stress. I would help you do this, do that. Heal first. You just had a baby. Let me help you do that. Let me help you do this. Rather than the woman coming and feeling like, yeah, I'm on a vacation. I'm on a cruise. I'm coming to my son's house. I'm coming to enjoy myself. Yes. This is time for me to eat the fruit of my labor. Who are you? Who are thou? You married my son. You've been with him all the while. You have been enjoying yourself. Now that I have come, please and please, let me enjoy my son's house. Today, this morning, I want to have pap and vegetable. In the afternoon, I thank God for my mother-in-law. Bless her. I love you so much. Trust me, there's something I always say. If you treat your daughter-in-law like your daughter, you're going to enjoy her. And like I said, if you treat your mother-in-law like your mother, you're going to enjoy her. Even though there are some exceptions to it, trust me. I know you're coming for me with that one, so let me just drop that disclaimer. Definitely there are some exceptions, because there are different kinds of people in this world. No matter how much you do for them, they will still find fault. If you remove your head, they will still find fault. And that brings me to rounding up this video. You don't have to please anybody. Be yourself. You don't have to overdo things. Do things. If you're someone that you're naturally like that, you like to go all out for people, I can be like that. If you're that kind of person, sometimes you might need to slow down if you're overworking yourself, because you will just find out that because you want everything to be prim and proper, you want everything to be perfect, you want everybody to feel comfortable and things like that. You want to go extra mile, you want to do this. But I have noticed over time that even if you remove your head for some people, they will still find fault. They won't be satisfied. They must look for something. Yeah, she's nice. Yeah, she's good. But the other day she did this, she did that. Well, the way I see that girl, she's this, she's that. They must shall find something. So why do you want to kill yourself? If you like, remove your head. Right? They will still say, then go talk. Take it from me. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I want you guys to let me know if you like the background, just for a change, and because of what the lady said, that she'd be cooking 7 dishes for 1 hour. It just gave me that inspiration. All right, guys, it's bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.